Hey, what's happening, guys? My name is Awesome582, and welcome back to TrinityCore 3.3.5 rating. I took a break from this for a day or so. That's why everybody's at different positions. We have different pets and everything. And we are here at the Construct Quarter, my least favorite quarter in Exramus, because the bosses here need to be cheesed heavily in order for it to work, because the bots don't know how to do most of the mechanics in these fights. The only fight here you... Ooh, thank you. The only fight here you can do legit is actually patchwerk. And technically Thaddeus, but most of the fights here are pretty... they're pretty bum. Because if you want to do them somewhat legit, you really can't participate in the fight, because the bots just can't really handle it. Especially the big dog fight. I can't remember his name, but with that fight, yeah. So let us kick this off by clearing out some trash here, because nobody really knew what his mechanics were, and to be honest, I still don't know what his mechanics are. From what I can understand, people have said that his main mechanic is he just does a lot of damage. And people used to say the gimmick of his fight was you could see how much damage you can really do to a raid boss in this fight. Because like I said, I honestly don't know his mechanics, and you look him up online, it doesn't really seem like anybody really does. Okay, alright, I'm waiting for him to come to us. Okay, and there go the tanks. Alright, go, 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 go. Oh, Gareth died already. Alright, well, maybe that's his mechanic. He one-shots you. Okay. Alright, now it's time for the most boring boss fight ever. He killed some... Oh my god, he killed me. Alright, that's no good. Oh, I had a soul stone, guys. Should not have wasted that. This fight is supposed to be easier. You could do this fight legit, that's the thing. Like I said, it's very confusing how this fight works, because out of nowhere, he just gets this, like, ridiculously high, like, damage amounts. And he'll just randomly kill people, and it's, like, not very... It's not very understanding of how he does it. Because now... It's like it's over. It's like, you know, we're just gonna beat him down now. I mean, every now and again he hits me, or I dodge a hit from him, so I'm not really sure what it's supposed to be. We lost some guys. Yeah, like Zelmak is down, stuff like that. The bots here will only use the battle reses at first on the, they'll only use them on the tanks at first. Over time, when they generate more of their battle reses, they'll res other people. I can see a few people are down. This is one of the only fights where I typically actually lose people during it, like a real raid fight, though. So, you know, as easy as people would say he is, give Thaddeus some credit, or give Patchwerk some credit here, because he actually does kill some of our boars. If I'm correct, he's immune, I think, to nature. A lot of enemies in this expansion were immune to shadow damage. So a lot of them in this raid, especially, were immune to nature. Loathep is immune to nature. I think Patchwerk is too. You know, because they emit a lot of the nature damage. And so, yeah, this is a fun fight, isn't it? This fight is literally just, you know, we're hitting a piece of wood right now that on occasion hits back pretty hard. But I mean, like, Baltus has got it under control. And, I mean, we've lost a few people. I can't deny that Patchwerk is actually killing some guys. He killed, well, I can see Zelmak was one of our warriors. So that's no good. Not ready yet. That's fine. In my headphones right now, I don't hear any of the battle sounds, which makes it, like, really lame. I just hear everybody swinging, misses. I don't know why. It's always this fight, too. Like, I'm moving the camera around all the way, and I don't hear anything. But I'm sure you guys will hear everything. I hope. It'll be really boring if you hear literally nothing. I'll add some wacky music in if that's the case. Well, let me just kick him just in case he casts something. So, like I said, as we can tell, Patchwerk really doesn't do anything. Yeah. From what I can understand, it's like he's just swinging at us. Apparently his main gimmick is the arm on his back is supposed to hit somebody else. So that's during the fight, he can randomly do damage to 2 melee DPS, which means all your ranged guys are perfectly safe in this fight. Like I said, truthfully, I honestly don't really know his mechanics. The next boss, which is literally down the hallway, has more defined mechanics. But, you know, with the bots, you can't really do it properly. Because actually, the next boss is actually the most interesting for mechanics. It's a very long series of kiting and a series of jumping around, making sure the boss is facing the right way, stuff like that, or else ads come out. But we have to cheese the next fight as well, aka I can't really participate, and I have to use a lot of cheaty for reviving bots mid-fight. So like a fight like Patchwerk, I don't have to revive the bots mid-fight, right? No, I don't have to, so that's great. But for the next fight, I'm gonna have to. And then the fight after that, I can't participate in because I have to make sure I kill the ads because the bots don't kill them fast enough. Or they don't CC them fast enough. So I literally have to sit back and let the team fight while I just sit here and use my .die command to kill the ads. so that the dog doesn't eat them. So, and you know, I'm sure there's people watching this who would actually be able to figure out how to do these fights like legit. And kudos to them, but for me, I'm not smart enough to do that. I don't have the patience or the intelligence to do that. Considering that in real life, it'd be a lot easier to tell people how to do it, and then they just do it. Oh, so then Patrick goes into a frenzy in his last 10%. And yeah, he hits the tank down for a lot of damage, but at this point, it's pretty much over. I mean, he's not gonna live. And boom, the easiest fight over. So from the looks of everybody getting rezzed right now, he did kill a bunch of people. Yeah, that's pretty surprising. Alright, oh my god, there's still an enemy behind me. Wow, I'm surprised he didn't come in. Well, actually, enemies in this quarter can respawn, that's the thing. So we may have actually been taking too long, because now some of these guys are showing back up. Did we res everybody? I'm going to assume we did. I'm going to hope we did. Alright, well, you guys kill that guy for me. Oh, there you go. That's just what we needed. I think these guys are respawning, actually. Alright, well, you guys do that. We already have so many of these, dude. Away from the boss. The boss's main gimmicks are in real life, and you do it with the real group. So, Grubulus comes down here and he fights you, obviously. The one thing you have to do in this fight is you have to keep everybody in, like, one area facing away from the boss. But you also have to kite the boss around because he emits poison clouds underneath him that will hurt all melee DPS. Right? No, this is not even a joke. So it's like, you know, you have to keep, like, everybody moving in order to keep everybody alive. Apparently the walls here were integral to the fight because what he sometimes does is he'll shoot out this goop, and every player he touches, it spawns an ad for everybody he hits. So, as far as I'm concerned, these walls are very important for, I think, healers and spellcasters. This is where I typically sit during this fight because, like I said, it's just this fight's just a pain in the ass to do legit. And the only reason why you do these fights legit is because you want the loot. So what I do is, like, especially in Thaddeus' fight, I would spam my Fell Fireball because we needed to do enough damage at one point just so we can progress. Because, ironically, Thaddeus' fight requires so much DPS in comparison to the other fights that, like, we were able to breeze through Sapphiron, and we were able to breeze through Kel'Thuzad without using any, like, real hacky, like, things. We were able to just do the fight, even with the gear we had at the time when we couldn't beat Thaddeus. So to me, it doesn't make a lot of sense how Thaddeus was a lot harder health-wise than the rest. All right, here he comes. So, something I've just noticed now, you can see him as you walk in to the raid. Yeah, I actually, like, never knew that. But yeah, you can see him as you're walking into this quarter. This quarter just has, like, 3 to 4 bosses right after another after you clear through the first thing of trash. So think about it. You fight Patchwerk here, you walk down the hallway and you fight Grubulus. Then you go across the pipe to fight the big dog. Then after you fight the big dog, you walk across the way and Thaddeus is right there and it's over. So, like, this quarter has the least amount of dead space in between bosses. Unlike the Plague Quarter, which has the worst trash in between bosses. Alright, so like I said, this is how this fight works. I pull him once, the team fights, and then that's it. He doesn't have that much health, which is nice, but, you know. Okay, and go get him, boys. Alrighty, so now I go and hide. And now we let the fight kick off. Okay, every ranged guy will now have far range combat. So they'll be far enough away where the poison cloud around them shouldn't hurt. And I just stay here because if I need to deselect him so that people will run around. Or I have to physically move myself. As you see, the poison cloud first emerged. Oh, on me, of course. So what I have to do is I have to keep moving, and you have to keep Thaddeus moving. Now, if I'm correct, I'm doing this wrong for myself, for the melee guys, because we need him to move. Because or else the poison cloud will kill them. Now, for me, personally, I just need to keep moving. Because I need to keep my allies who are ranged fighters out of the poison clouds. The only way that's going to happen is if I keep moving. Because then they won't stand still. So, and the good news is that my guys think that I'm not fighting him, but then they turn around the fight. Which is actually good, because I need them to move him so the poison clouds there don't hurt them. In real life, this fight did have a lot of movement in it for this reason. So the way that I do this battle is because, like I said, it's going to be a pain in the ass to keep everybody alive. I cheese it. Now, granted, we do already have him down a quarter health, and the fight just started. The bots aren't smart enough to stay out of the glass clouds on their own. So the way that I avoid this issue, see, once this cloud disappears, I will then use on me, we'll use NPCBot Revive. And what that does is it revives everybody in the group. So now we have everybody back again. Now, unfortunately, like I said, it is very possible for people who are, like, extremely pro at doing this to actually successfully, to actually successfully do this fight. I have no doubt in my mind that you would be able to do this fight legit. You know, with, you know, using actual strategy and doing the fight legit. But I am not that smart to do this. And as you see, he's killing everybody. So NPCBot revive. Boom. Now everybody's back to life. So now keep everybody engaged, especially those tanks. The real way this fight was supposed to work is you're supposed to kite him around the room, because his poison clouds will... The longer he stands in one spot, the bigger the cloud gets. So you have to keep him moving. Now, granted, in other NPC repacks, you know, the ones that are more cheaty and more fake, this isn't that bad, this fight, actually. The NPC bots can actually handle it decently well, because it actually breaks Thaddeus's things, and he doesn't do what he's supposed to do. Yeah, like the cloud he forms is really tiny, so your ranged guys can just sit from afar, and it doesn't even affect them. Granted, we can beat this fight. It's not like we have to cheat by killing the boss outright. We do enough damage to actually successfully do this. As you see, I may also be killing my own... Oh, God. I may also be killing my own bots on accident. NPC bot revive. And then quickly click myself, and then I'm going to wait for everybody to come back to me first. All right, now go, 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 go. Okay, almost died out there. Okay, there we go. Actually, it's probably better off for me to do that and then have him move. And then have everybody run off of the big gas cloud. Yeah, oh god, he just wiped everybody because of my idiocy. I don't have a command for revive. Whoopsie daisy, I'm clicking out of the screen. Okay, everybody to me, everybody to me, everybody to me. I'm trying to get him away from the gas cloud. Or as much as we can. We almost got him. And meanwhile, I think our shaman over there... I don't think he's moving because he's trying to heal himself. Like, I just realized everybody over there would have been safe, but now that I moved, they're all going to move into that cloud. So, this one's on me if most of my spellcasters die. Alright, just to help the team out, I'm going to also do some damage so I'm not completely useless. And these fireballs will, like, mow his health down, so I'm just going to throw a few of them at him. Some of our DKs there can really take the hits compared to others. I just realized I don't have a command for reviving my bots, which is a little silly because it's really annoying. Oh god, get him, get him, get him. It's ironic because after this, I have to tell people to come close. Well, I don't always have to do that for the follow distance, but I will set the attack distance, I think, back to normal. Or probably not. I think oh yeah, I will set it back to normal so that they don't, you know, go crazy. Oh god, oh god, don't die. Thankfully, the druids have really high-level healing abilities. Okay. Yeah, so like I said, this quarter is my least favorite because it's the one you have to cheese the most. And yeah, it's 100% truth. Look at this. You guys need to move. Please, you guys are going to die in that cloud. I hear all the high-level priest abilities for healing. Yeah, see, it's really annoying. I honestly don't know how you would do this fight in real life, because this fight is a gauntlet and a half. Oh, I finally died. All right, there we go. Use my soul stone that one of my warlocks gave me, and another one will probably give me a soul stone. We almost got him. I want to get the final hit with my... Alright, I fucking died. Well, I don't have to worry about reviving anybody because they should be able to kill him. I hope. I'm going to scream if they don't. Oh god, I am being very, 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 very ballsy. And yay, we did it. The fight's over. So yeah, that fight was really obnoxious and sad. But I know Grubulus usually drops decent loot, so that's why I'm not really too worried. Everybody's going to res me instead of everybody else. Okay, thank you. Alright, everybody stay put. And res who you need to res. I'm going to grab the loot. So this fight is a big old dog. And his big gimmick is he bites you. And he has like a lightning attack that does a lot of damage. In the real fight, he gets crushed to death by that big thing, but not here. So when you land in the fight, you jump in. Usually we lose some people in this part because everybody's still trying to like get in. That's fine. So the way I do this fight, unfortunately, is I stand in the back and watch for the ads that come out, and I use my .die command to make sure they get killed. Because, unfortunately, the AI will only crowd control them, but won't kill them. And the whole gimmick of the fight is you need to kill them. Or else he eats them and he gains his health back, and you will never win the fight because of it. I don't remember 2 of them coming out at once, but I know in 10-man only 1 comes out at a time. Oh. Damn chest. Alright, let's see. So now, yeah, he periodically becomes enraged. The spot we actually have him held in is the best because the zombies are too far out of range for him to get. Oh, yeah. So some of our guys will randomly teleport to me if they're still stuck on the other side, which is bad that he was stuck because he's one of our top healers. So you know we kind of need them. As it stands, these guys will typically run for me first because I'm all the way out here. And yeah, so this fight I'm probably going to cut some of it because it is not very entertaining. However, they did make it that they had to be Beastmasters in order. No! I missed one. Great, so now he moved. So now he gains some of his health back. The good news is the tank didn't really move. Oh, get back in there. Not over yet. Okay. Yeah, everybody back out there. I really need to watch the right now because he's even closer. Okay, that's fine. He can get one off. He was almost dead, which is what annoys me more. Oh, that was good actually that happened. Yeah. Because now he's like almost there. But again, we can't let him eat another one because that oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. We can't let him eat another one because that will get him way too much health back. Oh, we did it. So actually, in the real fight, he actually runs over here to this scripted thing, and this big thing crushes him to death in the real fight. I don't think he is able to just die. Alright, so this guy always drops gloves whenever we do this. Wow. And I mean, he really wants us all to get our tier sets. Wow, he dropped 3 pieces. Just keep running in circles, keep running in circles. Alright. And here we go. Go, 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 go. Alrighty, battle is formed. Oh, at first Thaddeus wasn't going to fight us. There we go. I was going to say, why is the tank not engaging? Alright, here we go. So in real WoW, Thaddeus' fight, his main gimmick was he had the polarity shift. Everybody knows their basic electricity plus and minuses. So if you were a plus polarity, you stood on one side of the platform. If you were negative, you stood on the other. Because you had to separate it. Because when he would do the polarity shifts, the electricity would hit everybody. And if you were next to somebody with the wrong polarity, you'd do a lot of damage. But if you were next to somebody with the wrong polarity and the electricity traveled across, it would do a lot of damage as well. So, you know, this fight is realistically not that difficult. But you see how much fucking health he has? God damn. This guy could have easily destroyed Stormwind and Orgrimmar all by himself. He's not the only one either. Thaddeus is the only Stitch Colossi inside of a raid. I think one of the other world bosses is in Zolmak. Or... hang on. Nah, I need to know. Zoldrak. There's another one of these guys wandering around. He's one of the world bosses. It's like Thaddeus' like brother or something. Alright, so we're doing our thing. Like I said, the damage is always the biggest challenge of this one. So I cheese the game my own way by spamming Fell Fireball. Now, granted, before anybody says that, oh my god, you have to use all these dumb exploits and cheese to win, I can already say I've done, with a good friend of mine, I've done all of ICC by myself with a 10-man team, and I've done it with a friend, or most of it with a friend. The fight in ICC and stuff, including Lich King's fight, are all working, and you can beat them with or without cheese. Without cheese was very difficult, but we did it, and then with cheese it was still pretty difficult. But it is possible. And if you don't want to cheese as much, you don't play 25-man, to be 100% honest. The values in damage and all that is so high and stuff that it's like you need to cheese some stuff unless all your AI guys are perfectly armed. 10-man, it's a lot more forgiving, as everybody probably knows. So, for example, I have to spam this because we need the extra damage. And the problem with it is that I generate so much threat with it because it does so much damage. But we need the damage boost. For the longest time, we couldn't do this fight because of the amount of damage we outputted. But it is possible for us to do it now, considering that most people have full things of gear and have weapons. Oops, ow. Just electrocuted me. Baltus does not want to take aggro immediately. There's Bocce. There's all my boys. But yeah, most people are armed up with weapons now and full gear and all that, so we can do the fight now. And even if you couldn't, the Gluth before it drops pieces of the tier set that Thaddeus also drops. So it's not like you're not getting the tier set. This thing does damage for every second for 5 seconds afterwards, man. This is a strong ability, whoever guy uses this. It has unlimited range too, which is the best part. I can send this across the damn entire map. The reason why I don't have to worry about the polarity is because the NPCs don't get affected by it. So doing this fight, the main mechanic of it you don't have to worry about, but he still hurts when he does his AoEs to everybody and stuff. Yeah, you just have to worry about when you use an ability like this that Thaddeus doesn't really know who to put his aggro on because this ability generates a lot of threat, the amount of damage it does. Ah, fucking select him. There it is. Alright, well, he's almost dead because the Warlocks are doing their thing. I just like it how the tanks on occasion will lose the aggro because I'm doing so much threat. But they're good at keeping it, so that's all that matters. I might stop casting him now because I think by now we should be able to kill him. Alright, yes. Now... Oh. Don't crash. Please don't crash. Please, we went through so much. Don't crash. Please don't crash. Oh, it crashed. So anyway, that's the... I probably crashed that. So that's the that's the construct quarter. What would have happened is we would have beaten him right then and there, and that would have been it. You would have just seen us walk back to the middle. So, don't spam that ability over and over, and we would have won. This is a post-credit scene because it worked. We spawned back in and he was dead. So we killed him. Now, the only problem is he didn't drop any loot, but if you're trying to get the tier sets, Gluth, the big dog, drops the pieces that he also drops. So realistically, you could technically skip Thaddeus with this repack if you really wanted to, because as you can see, his fight is not easy to start.